This is the end of a 2,954-mile route that goes from Canada all the way to Mexico. After completing Washington, Oregon, Nevada, Arizona is now our final installment of this series, and this is by far the most hardcore terrain we've done this entire trip. Welcome to the last episode of the Powerstop trip.
Yeah, your engine.
Yeah, you don't have all the pressure. You ready to winch?
My dog started music.
It's okay, guys.
I hit the bed a bit. Didn't even hit the bed, no way.
Not even in.
Last year, we left off at Bullhead City, which is right on the edge of Arizona and Nevada. This morning, we started at Bullhead and went right around the corner to a place called Pass Canyon, and that's where we're at right now.
I'm watching Steven. He's actually doing the driving, not me.
This truck belongs to Steven from Off-Road Design, but usually you'll see David, my buddy who's been doing this entire trip from Canada to Mexico with me, in his Suburban. And that Suburban is super rad. It's done 3 legs of this 4-leg journey, but after doing a giant amount of work to get it prepared for SEMA, he decided to let it stay shiny and new and enjoy the new paint for at least a year or so before we go to straight off-road. This custom 4-door S10 is driven by my buddy Kelly. If you've seen the channel before or any of these other Powerstop trail episodes, you've seen Kelly. These 3 trucks are going to make it from the Nevada border to the Mexican border, and it's about 572 miles all told. And in this little leg of our adventure, this 4th and last leg of this journey that we're doing for Powerstop Break, we're going to hit the gnarliest rocks, the gnarliest trails that we have in the entire run. We figure we might as well go for broke. We all love rock crawling, and so we want to see how hard we can push these rigs, while at the same time camping out of them and completely depending on them for our life support and housing. David, I gotta be honest, I love Big Booty Judy and I miss your Suburban, but that GMC looks pretty good in the rear view.
It takes up a little less visual space, though.
Our trucks are a little bit overbuilt for this trail, yes, but we were still able to find some obstacles here and there that made it fun, and it's a 7 out of 10, which I would say a 7 out of 10 you could do in many different stock modern off-road trucks, so like a Tacoma with a rear locker or a Bronco or something like that. But I think that being overbuilt makes these types of trips more attainable. Whenever you don't have to push your truck as hard on all these obstacles, it's much more likely that you'll be able to do 600 miles in 6 days living out of your truck while at the same time wheeling it. So in that line of thinking, I think that we came pretty appropriately dressed. These trucks are perfect for this job, but at the end of the week, we are going to do the only trail I've ever been on that is literally rated a 10 out of 10. And we will be pushing our trucks to the absolute limit, and there is no way you'd be doing that anything stock. For now, we're just extremely excited to be able to cut some of these initial miles off of the docket. It's a little bit of a trial run to see like where our creaks and squeaks are, make sure everything in the trucks are good for the week, and then find camp. We want to find camp relatively early if we can, get set up, catch up around a faux campfire. We'll see. We'll see if we decide to break out the faux campfire, but get a chance to catch our breath after everyone traveling down here to Arizona and just realize and absorb the fact that we finally made it on this trip that we've been planning for almost a year. Hey, donkey, why don't you move out of the way? Move. There we go. I'll cooperate, but I'm going to do it real slow. Hi, fella. Am I going to be on a Tourons of West Yellowstone? All right, dudes. I was just saying hi. Go on about your day. Okay. We are currently crushing our schedule, which makes me very happy because the last day is going to be by far the most intense day. And if we have any hiccups this week, we might not be able to get to this trail that I really want to do. But right now, we're going to sail past where I originally thought we were going to camp, and we're going to try to find a camp that is going to be a little bit further on down the trail to just try to start a little bit closer to the end goal tomorrow. And then, of course, play the game where you just test out different campsites and we all have to make a decision together on where we want to stay. How you doing, buddy? On Onyx, I've got a little loop right here that looks like a camp. I'm gonna just poke my head in and check it out. Just hang on the road real quick.
Yeah, we're held up here. Let us know.
I mean, it's cool. We're in the woods. It does circle around, so you guys can actually come in. It'll be easy for us all to get out if you want to take a peek. Get out meaning get back on the road. If you want to take a peek real quick. It's not like particularly flat, but it would be cool to camp like in the trees tonight.
553 looks like it has more space to camp down at the end of its little U-turn than 552 does.
I'm thinking the same. Do you guys want to go scope it out?
Yeah, I like that. I mean, any one of these three gets us to where we're setting up and making dinner, not in the dark. I love this spot.
Come on, Gunner. Let's go. Kelly's everything okay?
I mean, define okay.
Will it run and go back to civilization?
Well, we'll find out in about, 5 minutes.
I overheard some cap and rotor woes and then some.
Well, it was just thinking it might be a cap and rotor issue. I don't see any smoking gun, like anything crazy bad with it, but it still could be that causing problems. But I don't know if you saw, I don't think you did, Nate.
No.
But basically when I pulled these off the cap,
yeah,
the clips that actually attach to the cap, they literally pulled off.
I've had that happen to me a few times too.
Yeah, so we had to kind of unclamp it, put it back together, and reclamp it onto the conductor. And now I'm just putting it back together. So I would assume it's gonna run because it basically looks factory now, back to factory. So I just gotta make sure I plug them into the right holes and then fire it up.
Well, hopefully it works and it solves your cylinder 3 misfire.
Yeah, well, I mean, we could only hope. Best case scenario.
You still chewing your bone, dude? Yeah. It's a good idea. We should go sit down, shouldn't we? Sounds like it runs. All those horses, dude. This is our 4th year doing this trip, and we have cut out a whole bunch in order to make it to where we could do this in 5 days. Typically, the other 3 years that we've done this trip, we take 10 days to cross an entire state. This time we're giving ourselves 5, roughly 6. We have like 1 extra day if we needed to accomplish the same thing. So for that reason, we're being choosy. There's like a whole meat and potatoes section of Arizona that I am super excited to get my tires on because it's going to be a lot of rocks and technical obstacles. And I don't know how long the meat and potatoes section is going to take. And for that reason, we're trying to trim out as much in this like front section of Arizona as we can. We're going to meet my buddy Bobby, who's a local. He lives down here in Arizona, and he's going to kind of like be our shaman through the rest of this and help us manage our time so that by the time we reach the end of day 5 or beginning of day 6, we're right there seeing the sunrise at the Mexican border. Find my drone. Here it is.
Oh, I hear it up. Oh no, it's up there. Oh no. Shit.
Well, do you have a visual on it?
No, I just hear it.
Yeah. Doesn't.
Obstacle avoidance in modern drones is getting really good, but still not great. And when you fly by trees with spindly branches, sometimes they find their way into the tree because there's no leaves for it to index and fly around.
It's almost a sad beep. Help, help, help.
Plan A in drone retrieval is that we just shake the tree. So I'm just going to hook a hard strap to it, no stretch, and I'm just going to kind of like yank it just a little bit just to see, can we shake this big heavy-duty tree enough that we can get the drone to fall out, and then we catch it at the bottom. Plan B, of course, is we have to climb this thing.
I got my drone back, but I lost a friend. You know, it'd be really nice to, a great tool to film this would be a drone, you know?
Yeah.
Imagine the shots. There it is. We're coming for you, drone.
This is a great shot. Upshot, Kelly. Real upskirt.
I wore my holy pants just for this.
This is fantastic, man.
Sure the crotch has a hole in it.
This is the second bag shot for you this trip.
Dude, I can't even watch. When you grab those dead branches.
I don't like that one.
Like, oh, I don't like hearing the cracks and stuff.
3 points of contact.
Yeah.
Good ones.
All the dads down here just like,
Oh! Okay, and monkey this one so I can get down here. Oh, yeah. Remember I had to do this.
dude, you're right. I can see your little Kellys.
I don't like that guy.
Holy smokes.
He woke up this morning, he's like, I'm gonna wear my breathable pants.
The sun is perfect, and I have it coming from your crotch. Just so you know.
Just, oh. You know what, Kelly, that $50 you owe me? You keep it.
Oh, sweet, dude. Totally worth it.
You just get a free Ford 9-inch rear axle housing. You don't even have to pay for it now.
Gotta birth the drone real quick. I just think like the
Okay, no. one more push.
One more push.
The rhinoceros and
The rhinoceros and Ace Ventura just birthing.
oh man,
It was hot in there.
Now that we got a bunch of dad jokes under our belt, we can proceed with our trip. And this Moss Wash Trail is a lot cooler than I remember it being. Maybe I just didn't run this section or whatever, but this is a pretty fun stretch that's got huge views. The terrain changes dramatically, and I gotta be honest, we had a ton of fun on this just for it being kind of like an overland section of trail with little bits of rocks sprinkled in here and there. But it wasn't long before I started to have issues with my truck, unfortunately.
well, this is not good. I just saw a puddle of fluid under the front right brake, so we will see what broke. But first, let's look at some awesome wheeling. The one little bit of wheeling of this whole trail. It's good though. All right. Well, let's see how bad this is. I felt a boom, and then I felt my brake pedal go all the way to the floor. Yeah, it's ugly. It's definitely a bent brake bolt.
Uh-huh.
I got no brakes.
What are you talking about?
I have no brakes. I broke a front brake line.
Yep, I'm gonna try to loosen it.
No, just hand me a wrench.
I didn't ask Daddy to come in here and do it for me.
I want to fix it.
I do too. That's why I got down here. All right, well you fix that part. I'll fix the fluid part.
Are you putting a clamp on it?
No, it's not what you think. I was gonna loosen up the bolts and see if it's got enough backbone. Gunner, no. See if it's got enough backbone that I can reseat it. I'm wondering.
We can just see what the problem is, and then.
Hey, I want to see if the bolt is actually bent or if it's just broke free or whatever, you know.
Oh yeah, it's pretty exposed out.
It's really exposed.
Now I see the problem.
And that's with plus 18, I think. Plus 18 wheels. So that means that these wheels are way in there to try to help cover that up. Brake fluid's warm.
Oh, the bolt, it's not crossed there. The bolt is bent.
No, it's not, yeah, it's bent.
Yeah.
It got binged.
Is that a M10 by 1.5?
It's probably, yeah.
You want to use your micrometer? I'll hand it to you. That little guy. Well, here's your problem. Well, we'll see if we can fix it. I mean, even if we have to double stack copper washers, that might be a solution just so we can get to...
The straight, you can get the straight part in.
That's kind of, yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, it was in there enough to seat it, and then it got tweaked a little bit, so I'm wondering if we double stack some copper washers just so I could get it to a store, then we can get a whole new bolt.
So what's the other end of your line?
Well,
on the chassis?
before we get that crazy, though, I mean, are these close enough that I could double stack them? Because I think that's all we need to fix this.
Maybe.
Because if we double stack it,
I don't know that
it's
that's...
going to hopefully fill that gap. I know. It's got a good wonk, but copper's soft.
So Nate's very optimistic this is going to work. I am pessimistic that this is going to work.
That is slightly better already.
Get in the splash zone?
Yeah.
What do you guys think by looking at it over there, your micrometer? Feels like it goes all the way in.
Push it all the way in. Just thread.
Is there
My
more,
hand is not going to hurt anything.
is there more threads?
You've got... Hey, put the banjo up against it. Just see how much you got. I think you're pretty well all the way. Yeah, that's tight enough.
Yeah, we can exercise less.
I really don't love the position of these calipers, but here's the reality. The top of the wheel is full of portal box, so there's no room for a caliper up there, and even the back of the wheel, there's not a lot of room. So this is just where they end up having to be from like an engineering standpoint. I don't see a better place that 74 Weld could have put these. In the future, I do plan on getting wheels that do bring the tires in a little bit farther, which is going to give me a little bit more protection. And I don't know. I'll think about this one. There might be a way to bolt some sort of a skid plate or guard to the portal box itself that will wrap around the caliper. More time stewing on this problem is needed. Regardless, we solved the problem. I was able to straighten out the bolt. I did double stack a washer on one side, but it's holding fluid no problem, which is awesome. This is what I get for trying to rush through a trail so that I can go get to harder ones. This little section is actually really cool. We're down here in this little valley. There's a lot of evidence of donkey. I have a feeling my dog is eating said evidence. I hope not, because that's pretty gross. Ooh. Pretty gross, and he puts his mouth on me, so I don't like that. We're supposed to be off trail by now. We looked at this on a map and was thinking this is our overland section, but there's just enough fun stuff that it's slowing us down. But at the end of the day, that's honestly not the slowest part of this section. The slowest part of this section is my misfortune, and it's about to get more misfortune-y. It's just foolish of me to be stubborn about airing down.
We were just having that discussion.
Yeah.
I race at 34.
Oh, do you really? Mm-hmm. Oh, well, 25 is not that crazy then.
No.
But it's still higher. I mean, I don't usually have sidewall problems if I'm nice and low, though. Lots more gush. Well. For those of you that might not know this, the Nitto Trail Grappler is notoriously durable, especially the sidewalls compared to other tires in their class. So I was pretty surprised to see this puncture. I don't know what I hit. We kind of went and looked. I didn't see anything too sharp, but I have a feeling that I might have ran over like some old mining debris or something like that just they just burst these tires. So I'm going to glue them back together. It shouldn't be that big of a deal, but my experience with these glue patches is that they work really good if you just keep it at full pressure. But the problem is we're going to glue it together. I'm going to still keep it at a low enough pressure that I can wheel with it. And I'm not just wheeling on a big 40-inch tall rock, basically. And I know that what that means is we're going to have to try to fix this a little bit better. The good news is I got a hold of my buddy Bobby, who has a shop down here, who we were going to meet later tonight anyway. and we're gonna go to his place because Steven and David's truck blew a hose on one of their shocks, and this will give us the opportunity to use a tire machine. We're gonna pull this tire off. We're just gonna like glue tread a patch on the inside, glue tread a patch on the outside, and I know that this is not gonna be a fix that's gonna last for the rest of this trip, but at least give us the ability to patch it from two sides and make it to where even if it does leak, or when I should say, it starts leaking again, it's gonna be a much smaller leak to deal with.
Ooh. Oh my.
Bottom hasn't gone though.
That was the hard side.
We sat all night and it's holding air. Let's go wheeling.
Alright, make this Wednesday morning, and we're behind Bobby on the way out. How sure of that are you? That it's Wednesday? Yeah. 50-50.
I'm going to usher us kind of quickly through day 3 because 4 and 5 are absolutely bananas. But day 3 is so beautiful, and this is the first time I've been to Arizona lots of times, and I've wheeled in Arizona lots of times. But this trail with these conditions, it's the first time that I've like really got it, and I've fallen in love with Arizona. Before I'm like, so what? It's a desert with some cool cactus. But now I get it. When the weather's this good, the sun's shining, the views are this good, I cannot recommend a DeSoto Mine trail enough if you want to come to Arizona and have a good like overland experience. Where really you don't need technical equipment to get through this. There's a little bit of rocks here and there. The views are absolutely stellar. However, if you're a little squeamish, maybe bypass this one because there's quite a bit of sections that are they get a little squeezy.
There's a lot of narrow spots. Check this one out. Well, it looks like somebody's been up here doing work, but that is just good old-fashioned family fun right there.
There's a couple more washed out areas, and then we made it to the DeSoto Mine, like little entrance. It was pretty muddy and a little bit flooded, so me and Gunnar didn't go down there. I didn't want muddy paw prints all over my truck. And then we just hightailed it to the beginning of Terminator, which is like our first legit trail, which goes into a little side quest called Anaconda. And then the following day, we're going to go to a 10 out of 10 trail. So the goal today is just to get as close to the start of Terminator as possible so we can get an early start and wake up where all the rock crawling is.
What?
Yeah, dude.
You just found that?
Yes.
Whoa.
Coolest trail souvenir.
Oh my
I've found in
gosh,
years.
that is so rad. You gonna? There's no way that Jackie's gonna let you mount that in the house.
We already have a couple.
Do you really?
Yeah.
Dude, that is rad.
So sick.
Cool.
It was like buried in the wash. I was like, oh.
That is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, at that angle, it probably cycles 17 or 18 minutes to sprint that big.
You can definitely tell that I've been on the road for a few days. Today's the day. We're finally going to hit the trails that we've been working towards. And we only have 2 days in order to accomplish everything else that we want to accomplish and still get to Mexico.
We don't usually wake up super early on these trips. We take advantage of the mini vacation. But since we have so much to try to accomplish in the next 2 days, this is the perfect time to get ahead of schedule.
All right, Nate, it is Thursday morning? Probably. We're doing Terminator. Thursday morning, and we are going for a wheelie.
We got out of camp quick. We didn't make breakfast or anything. And when I was younger, you'd call that like being in a hurry. But these days, at my age, we call that fasting. So we're fasting through breakfast a little bit to be able to get on the trail a little bit earlier. And I can tell by looking at the footage how focused everybody is.
Exactly
exactly what I traveled down here for. I wanted cactus growing off the sides of rocks. I wanted to be down in little slot canyons. This is amazing. You know, and it's freezing and raining where I live. And it's 60 degrees and absolutely stunning outside right now. What a nice break from the Pacific Northwest. How dense this Florida. Terminator is rated a 9 of 10, and personally I think it was really fun, but I would say 9 of 10 and 10 of 10 trails should be for buggies, and this is a boring trail on a buggy. I mean, it'd be fun to be outside with your buddies and all that, but even all the optional lines and all, it's just, I would never drag a buggy all the way down to Arizona to do this trail. But for the equipment that we have, like, this is no slouch. I would say that this is a 6 of 10 if you have a scale that includes buggies at the top. And that's where I put Rubicon, like a 6 of 10, maybe a 7 of 10 if like it's really been, if the rocks have been rolled around in an unfavorable way. But it's definitely no slouch. Like for normal equipment that's streetable, stuff like what we brought, this is perfect for Rocklander builds. Stuff on 37s, 40s. You could definitely do this on the right rig with 35s. You'd just be driving it hard and it would be a lot of fun. So that's how I would place Terminator in my personal rating system. Someone might need
some hose clamps.
a hose clamp about the size of a CV.
I might be able to make a couple that big.
Okay.
It could take 2 to do it, but I know where there's a couple in the truck that would get there.
Well, I know where there's a Tacoma that might need a hose clamp.
Do something cool, Bobby. I missed it. Now you gotta do something cool right now. Digging a hole down there. From where you're at. This is a weird approach. Yeah, like this way?
A boot that has slipped off is the best case scenario by far. A ripped boot sucks because then you got to try to repair it, but hopefully I could just take the bellows and squeeze them together a little bit, tighten it back up, be okay. So I slid the bellows together like another inch or so, because I'm thinking it just pulled it out by flexing.
So what's going on, Bobby?
I broke a hub gear.
Is that why you couldn't climb this obstacle?
I could have done it. Yeah, that's
your
the
excuse?
reason. That's the reason. It must have already just been broken because I've just been noticing things this whole trip. Wow, I'm finding all kinds of radios under here.
Well, I just got done fixing my Toyota. What could possibly... Oh no, another broken Toyota!
I honestly think I broke it at JV or something because it's been weird this whole trip. I just haven't said anything. I was just like, man, four-wheel drive just doesn't feel like four-wheel drive to me.
I've had a little bit of the same thought. There's been a couple times it's like, oh, he should lock his locker here. And it's like, oh, maybe he's just trying to drive without it.
Yeah.
Show off.
No, I wasn't. I was trying to quietly diagnose without anyone going, hey, your front locker's not on.
Quietly. He's suffering in silence.
So that's why I had three-wheel drive with the locker on.
So, in layman's terms, the 8 pieces are supposed to be 1 pieces, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, show him the new one.
The new one, well, the newish one, the one that's not broken,
The gently used one.
looks like that.
Yep.
So
That's why Bobby brings spare parts.
we'll fix it.
While Bobby finishes this repair, I'm going to use this opportunity to cook everybody breakfast. We didn't eat breakfast like I mentioned earlier, so now we're doing kind of it's lunchtime, but we'll just call it a brunch because it's breakfast food for lunch. And then as soon as we're done with that, we're going to go right around the corner to this little optional offshoot that Bobby calls Anaconda. It's not labeled in Onyx that way, but maybe that's just like a local thing. Regardless, this is a really narrow, like slot canyon style trail. Everything feels narrow for Girth Brooks, but this one's extra narrow, and it's got a pretty sweet mini waterfall.
You're talking about you never hit the bed.
That's true.
How dare I say that out loud? This is rad, dude.
Yeah. I remember this.
That's probably, what, 4 bobbies wide?
He's gonna get it twisted right now.
Yeah, super.
Did it just piss
Yeah,
out
you
there?
just heard it when you put pressure.
Yeah. Damn! Yes. Nar! Yes!
Whoa.
Jeez, that tire's folded over on itself.
I don't think it's any pressure.
No.
Is he into the body yet?
Doesn't look like it. I think he's trying to get away from it right now. If you turn driver, it might go up on this. I know you're getting close.
I'd love to keep my door off of that.
I get asked all the time if I think that I made girth brooks too wide, and I'd say 99% of the time, no. I actually prefer the width, especially when it's off camber. I mean, there's just so many benefits to being wide, helping keep obstacles off the body. But in this particular spot on this slot canyon, a little bit narrower would have probably helped at least a little. All's that to say, this would have been so much easier to do if I had more steering power and lower transfer case ratio. I've already got a transfer case option in the barn and most of the stuff to adapt it to this transmission. I just need a couple odds and ends, and then we're halfway through a Hydra Assist steering setup that we're going to do on this thing, but both of those would have made this so much easier to navigate.
Yeah.
I need to go passenger, right? Push it up?
You can't, it's, I don't know if it's gonna go up the wall.
Oh.
You just keep inching. It's close to the mirror, but I don't think it's gonna hurt it. Yeah, it might hurt it. Might hurt it.
I'm more worried about the door.
Yeah, yeah. So your sidewall is against the wall. You could try to ride it, but it might slide in and smack it. I think maybe try staying high driver, see what happens.
You can at least get around that little bowl.
Yeah.
Modern Toyotas do not like the whole double pedal thing, where you work your brake and your accelerator like side by side in order to hold your line. And the truck just got to a point where I almost was able to clear this, but I couldn't give it gentle throttle. It wouldn't react. And I think this has something to do with that whole like stuck accelerator pedal thing that happened a long time ago with Priuses. And I'm wondering if they put something into the software to make it to where, but it's hard for you to have an accident where the accelerator pedal gets stuck, but that also makes it difficult to double pedal, which is what I definitely needed. I don't currently have the truck built in a way where I was able to easily navigate this obstacle. So the next time I come to Arizona, I seriously want to come and try this again once the truck has the Hydro Assist installed and the lower transfer case gears, because I think that's all I would have needed to not have to double pedal and make it to where I could safely move my way up without blowing out my passenger side windows or any of that.
Even he's hanging tire.
The good news is everybody else, I mean, they had to work it and they had to drive a little bit, but they were able to work their way up this obstacle relatively easy. The bad news is we've taken so much time on these little offshoots that we now need to like cut this trail in half. The good thing is there's a little bypass in the middle of Anaconda that's going to get us back on a Terminator so we can hit the road, because tomorrow is a 10 out of 10 trail, and I want to make sure that we absolutely make it to this last destination.
Morning, Gunner.
Kelly, are you ready to do a 10 out of 10 trail today?
I hope so.
I hope so too.
I really hope so. I don't know if your tire's ready though.
Oh, my tire? Dude, so ready. So ready.
Kelly volunteered to fix my tire for me while I made breakfast and got all our footage downloaded and all that stuff. Today is the day. We're going to hit Axle Alley, which is rated a 10 out of 10, which I've never even seen on Onyx before. So I know that even if that rating is off a little bit, this is going to be some serious stuff.
Well, life has nearly killed me, and my mind has put me on the edge. Life has nearly killed me, and my mind has put me on the edge. I can barely crawl. I've got to walk where these angels.
So I hit my air locker users. If you have an issue where sometimes your locker works and sometimes it doesn't, I warm mine up. So as I'm driving on the way to the trail, I hit the locker. This rear one has always been finicky, but if things are moving fast and I hit it while I'm just driving down the road, it'll usually engage and then it'll be good for the rest of the day. You're hitting rock on my right, Nate. Gunner, are you okay?
You're alright.
Slider, baby.
Go slow. Finally, much the battle.
Rubbing is racing, baby.
That's the fender.
It's quite a hole. Axle Alley is this action-packed little crack that's it's not very long, and the bulk of it I would rate like a 5 or a 6 out of 10, but there's a few obstacles on this that take it way above that. This is where I think people are talking about guaranteed body damage, is this part right here. You got to get way up.
This is cool.
Yeah.
This is very cool. That is not.
Is that Arizona's back door?
There's no way, dude.
Kind of looks like it.
It's longer than my wheelbase, I'm pretty sure.
This is Arizona's back door. It's almost the same size.
It is. This is how many U? We've only found 2 U-joint caps at the bottom. So.
Okay, so it's not exactly their back door.
It's not that bad.
This trail is rated so high because of these giant waterfalls, all of which are taller than us. The most serious of which is this first one. But even the rock gardens around these waterfalls are no joke.
I need a restart.
No, well, I think you're in a good place if we move a rock.
If a well-placed rock will help me save my windows and stuff. Yeah?
If it doesn't work.
Yeah, it's true.
You're right there. This tire's got to climb a couple feet.
So very high, I got to lay down his bed. Take another step down. My cup is nearly empty. I guess it's a long, long.
got it now.
I'm gonna get the strap set up now.
Yeah.
You're right on it.
I sat here a little too long while we figured out our next move, and the truck decided to fight back a little bit.
You're smoking. That's your motor.
Smoking.
Yeah.
Your engine.
Yeah, you don't have oil pressure.
Nope.
You ready to winch?
Yeah, we have to.
Yeah.
I'm hearing engine.
Yeah, I mean, you're just low on oil pressure.
Yeah, I know.
You back out?
This is a pretty ugly recovery, and if you haven't done a lot of recoveries, you might not see why. But the reality is we're pulling at a 90-degree angle instead of like pulling the vehicle up. We're actually pulling it at 90, and without me having the vehicle running to give it some acceleration going up, it's going to make it really hard to crest the top of this waterfall. And for that reason, I decided to re-rig this as a double line winch pull, simply because I want to reduce the amount of load that's on the equipment, and I want to double the amount of power that I have to pull this vehicle up. And unfortunately, I make a big mistake, and I accidentally start the truck because I was holding on the brake, and when I went to turn it off so I could get back out, it decided to start, because that's how this truck works. As you push that start-stop button when you're holding the brake, it starts.
Oh, shit! That's not what I meant to do!
That's the way to do it.
Yeah. Oh, I'm just so glad we didn't hear a knock. That's what I was concerned with, is that I just accidentally started it because I forgot I had my foot on the brake when I went to turn it off so I could get out. And since it started, it's just like, here we go, baby.
It becomes very obvious this is going to become an all-day affair. So my new job is to keep the group moving as quickly as possible. I need to stay ahead of everybody. I need to be a good winch anchor for everybody. And I need to lead us off this trail in a timely manner, because the last thing I want is a bunch of non-buggies on a buggy trail at night.
That was definitely rod knock.
He's tapping.
Is that a Toyota thing, that whole smoke deal?
The only one to make it, I'd be so good.
really good. It looks great. Bring it. Looks good. Looks good. Rear is close. Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's a good one.
There it goes. There it is. Give it a little bit.
Oh yeah, that is it. It's like a last waterfall. Come on.
Right there.
Eat it. Eat the rock. It's off camber, but not by a lot. Heck yeah.
That was fine. So damn long. Looks good. Really cool. Ah, yeah. We're up it. Oh my god.
Oh, too easy. Too easy. The Mexican border is the only thing left on the agenda now, but unfortunately I get a call from Kelly on the CB that he cracked his frame so bad that he can barely steer.
You can see the frame is cracked right here,
Oh yeah.
and that's from winching, because this gap right here,
Can you just shine the light on there? No hands. I want to see if I get it to focus. There we go. Yeah, I see.
then you can't see it now because it's cracked with the crack marks. So we got a ratchet strap holding the track bar on. It's cracked all the way.
I can't even believe it, but the new plan is Kelly and Bobby end up going back to his shop. They get a tow to go back to Bobby's shop so they can weld up this frame, but it's in the opposite direction, and they just say, hey, good luck, I hope you guys make it to the border. And so it's just David, Steven, and I. We find a quick place to crash. We wake up super early because we want to get the sunrise right there at the Mexican border and just see it for all of its glory first thing in the morning. Have a little coffee up on a peak that we found on Onyx. And I just think back to all the cool adventures that we've had over these last like 30 something days of travel. Last meaning like over the last 4 years, we've taken this route over 30 some odd days with a bunch of fun people, a bunch of fun places, and we ran this continuous line from the Canadian border to the Mexican border.
Oh boy. Come on, Gunner. Woo. Dudes, what a cool sunrise.
It's perfect, man.
It really is.
We got here right when we planned.
Yeah, we did. Like 35, 36 days of travel. It's good to have you here on this last one.
Congratulations. A month on dirt is a good way to spend time.
Certainly.
Even if it's over 4 years.
Certainly. That's Mexico.
Yeah, cumulative thing.
How cool. God. It's so beautiful out here. This is incredible. Sounds like Gunner's getting into something. Finding mice or something. I want to thank everybody who's watched all these videos and all the hours of footage that we have gotten, and I've obviously giant thank you to Powerstop Brake for making this possible. This was just a pipe dream that we pitched to them at SEMA at dinner like 4 years ago, and we made it happen. It's so cool to have this accomplishment. I think I'm gonna get a tattoo or something of like the route or something like that.
A long straight line.
A long squiggly line. Yeah. It should be pretty easy for the artist to just Well, thank you so much for watching. Thank you to David for making this long trek with me, and we'll see you on the next one.